during the Q&A in Montreal.
It used to be difficult for me to cross the border because I would lie. And, like, because at first, well, I had a bad experience crossing the border once. I had a show, because the rule is, you don't need working papers if you're not taking work away from a Canadian. That's the rule. And so I was doing a private show just over the border in Niagara Falls, and I'm crossing the border, and they go, what are you coming to Canada for? And I said, oh, I'm a stand-up comic, I'm doing a show. They said, can I see your working papers? I said, oh, no, it's a private gig. And so she goes, yeah, can I see your working papers? I go, oh, no, you don't need working papers for a private gig. And she's like, I think I know the rules. I'm like, I do not think you do. And I'm doing everything I can to, like, bite my tongue and be nice to the guard, because that's how you get through. And then she said something that very much bothered me. She goes, well, how did they know to hire you? I never heard of you. And I said, well, I never heard of you, but you're at work. And then I was detained for an hour. So after that, I just started telling people that I was crossing the border to go on a date. That's what I would say. That was my thing. After I got divorced, I was like, oh, I'm here to meet a girl. And the border guards would always be like, oh, live love, go ahead. You know, eat, pray, love, whatever the fuck it is.
He looks like the type of guy that had a Canadian girlfriend in high school. So. Yeah. We're friends, book. Wait, sir, how do we know you're not taking pussy away from a Canadian? That's not allowed.
It was tough, though, because I perform in Canada often, and so, not perform that way. I mean, I do enough shows in Canada that eventually, because they see every time you've crossed the border, they have a fucking database of that. So at one point, this one guard goes, so like, why you coming over the border? And I was like, oh, I'm just seeing a girl. And he goes, you've been here 14 times in 3 years. And I go, I like her. And he goes, but you've only been here 14 times in 3 years. And I go, not that much. So now we tell the truth. So
eventually Steve's just like high fives the border guards. Yeah, I got the money. Yeah.
And then John Bander read us some of the questions that people had texted in.
What do you normally do backstage to prepare for a show?
What do you normally do backstage? We can't tell them about the ritual.
Louise and I touch penises sometimes. It's sexy, Steve. Oh, touch penises. He's looking over the edge like, yeah, I think I can survive that.
Bummer. I just play with my phone while they touch penises. That's fun. That's like $85. So that's 52 American. Yeah, I literally just, kind of play on my phone, decompress a little bit, and then go right on stage. And sometimes comics think that that's weird, especially new comics, because new comics are like in their head before they go on stage. They're reciting what they're about to do, they're super nervous, but you do this for 20 years, and it's fine. You just go to work. You guys aren't nervous before you go to work, I assume. Unless
Shelby in HR.
Well, I mean, unless they're teachers in America. But if you... All right, John, what else we got?
Is it more painful when people don't laugh at your personal jokes or when they do?
You could pick that up after the show. It's not...
No, just get on your knees and press Steve.
Just suddenly a janitor comes through and just takes all the money. Yeah, it's definitely more painful when people don't laugh. Because you're like, I'm going to turn this personal... God damn it, you assholes.
If a civil war erupted in the States, would you move to Canada? If not, where would you move?
True story. October of 2020, I researched the weakest points in your border. There is a part of Western Washington, or Eastern Washington, there's a part of Eastern Washington that just has a road in America and a road in Canada, and it's divided by a little 1 foot patch of grass. Sorry, 1 foot. I don't know how to convert that to Celsius. You know what I mean? It's a little. And I like looked into that about the idea of like, okay, if I have someone drop me off and I have someone else pick me up, I'll be Canadian. That's it. So I did look into that. It is something that something I've considered, and a lot of Americans have been like, if this goes the wrong way, we're going to move to Canada. And the thing is, Election Day is in November. And we look at the weather and we're like, we're going to stay and fight.
I've never been in a civil war before. It could be kind of fun.
Are you sure? Because you look like the pictures.
Dearest Martha. I thought I saw him in my history book for sure. He was fighting for the South, I think, but...
It's been 8 days since I've gotten a laugh. John, you're still driving the chain.
And then we closed the show with Leedy Corbin, a resident tour artist. Thank you for watching, following, subscribing, and sharing these videos. If you don't yet, make sure you follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everything else. And of course, Patreon, where you can see videos like this before anyone, and 1 video a week, exclusively on Patreon. Patreon.com/Steve Hofstetter. I'm back touring again, and I'm performing just about everywhere. All over America, Canada, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere. Okay, that's not everywhere, but it's a lot of places. Get your tickets and find out more at stevehofstetter.com.